We discussed the morning session. We were discussing something, right? So,
Ma'am,
yes, Steffi.
can I keep the video off? I have a network issue.
Okay, Steffi, okay. So what were we discussing? We discussed some terms, right? What it means. What is the importance, right? Raina? Raina, please keep your video on, okay? If you are having network issue, it is okay. Just let me know, just put it in the chat. Okay. So, yes, Nidhi is here. What is the importance of measurements? Measurements. We talked about measurements, right? Sizes and measurements. Why is it important? Why is it important? Sizes and measurements.
Then we'll get correct fitting clothes.
Correct fitted clothes, right? Yes, we should know the right size. We talked about size chart, right? So sizes might vary with the brands, right? The size one brand will be following might not be the size chart the other brand might follow. There are chances for it. The sizes that one brand label it as medium, small or something may not be the size that the other brand B might label as small, medium and large. Okay, so there are chances that it might vary depending on the brand. So because of which I asked you to do an activity, an exercise, right? So please be ready with the exercise for the next class. In the next class, please be ready. The next class is on Saturday, right? So I want you all, you just need to check, you just need to go through the website. You can just take the screenshot. Just go to an online shopping site and check, choose any product, and there you will get to see small, medium. So if this is the web page, if this is that online shopping site, there will be picture of this particular product, right? And the name of it will be here. And then you will get to see small, medium, large, XL. Here there will be shop now button. A shop now button will be there. And here it can be in the right hand side corner below the size. There will be size chart. Okay. Product information, etc. will be there. So if you click the size chart, a chart will get opened where they will give information regarding all these. So small will have this bust size, small size will have this length, small size will have the shoulder length, this armhole will be this much. All these informations will be there in that particular chart. Okay. Okay. So I want you to go to this website. So I want you to go through these online websites and just take a screenshot, analyze the size difference if there is any. Okay. and we will discuss it in the next class. Okay. So just text in the group whichever websites you are taking, whichever online sites you are taking, just text in the group so that others will not take it. Okay. So we will, in that way, we will analyze different websites, so that in that way we can analyze different websites. It's okay if one of the brands are overlapping. It's okay, it's fine. Because the other brand is,
Ma'am,
yes.
ma'am, we should do a presentation or just
No,
send
no,
us a...
no, you don't have to do a presentation, you just need to analyze it. Okay.
Okay,
You
just send
just,
it in the WhatsApp.
yes, you don't have to send it to me. We can just have a discussion in the class. Okay. It's for you to understand the concept, the differences that can happen, the differences that exist in the market. Okay, so is that clear? You just need to take the screenshot and just analyze those two screenshots. Just check if there is any differences there. Okay, just that. Just go through it. Okay. Okay. So we were discussing about ease, right? We were discussing about ease. We talked about it. So we talked when it comes to outerwear, that is like jackets, blazers, and all. The meaning or the definition or the ease, measurement of ease will be different because it is worn outside. It's an outer garment. It's worn over above this top. It will be worn over a particular t-shirt, right? It will be worn over a shirt or a kurti maybe. It will be worn over a basic garment. That is what outerwear is, right? It's a jacket, maybe a blazer, something like that. Okay, so the ease, it should have that much space. That particular garment should be able to accommodate all the inner garments that we are wearing. The top, inside that we will be wearing a petticoat, and inside that we will be wearing lingerie, inner wears, right? So that particular outerwear should be able to accommodate all these things comfortably, right? Without any projections here and there. It should accommodate all these things. So it should have that much ease, that much space within it. That is ease when it comes to outerwear. What about lingerie? What about innerwears? When it comes to bra, when it comes to panties and all. It is said that your lingerie, your bra or panty, whatever it is, it should be your second skin. Okay. It should feel like it's your second skin. It's part of your body. It should feel like that. Means not much easiness will be there. Not much space will be there. It is your second skin. It will lie close to your body, pretty much close to your body. Am I right or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. It should lie close to your body. It should be perfect fit. So that when it comes to lingerie, when it comes to innerwear, the definition of easiness is different. It should lie close to your body. It should it should not leave much space, right? It should feel like it is a second skin. When it comes to normal garments, yes, we talked about it, right? Perfect fit, but it shouldn't be too tight. It shouldn't be too tight, right? It should have some space in it. The shoulder line should be perfect so that the sleeve will not go up. It will not restrict any movement. The armhole, easiness should be there, right? So that it will not, if the armhole is too tight, if it is like exact measurement, what will happen? Here we will find tight, here also we will find it tight, restriction in making certain body movement, restriction in lifting your hand, right? It will go up. So that, so easiness. I hope you understand. I hope you understood. Okay. Okay. So when it comes to t-shirts, stretchable materials, then there is not much restrictions there, right? According to our body movements, according to our actions, it will stretch. Okay. This. Garment fitting. So the next next topic is garment fitting. What is garment fitting? What does the term denotes? What does mean by garment fitting? Any idea? We talked about measurements, we talked about size, we talked about ease. So what can be this garment fitting? How can it be different from the other terms that we discussed? All these terms are interrelated, are connected to each other. Okay, garment fitting. How does the garment fit into our body? Garment fitting. Is it too tight? Is it perfect? How? So while discussing uh, body forms, we got to see some lines, right? Princess line is there, bust line is there, dart is there, shoulder line is there, side seam is there, hem is there, waistline is there, right? Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Consider this as a body form. Okay. So this is the body form. This is the armhole. Okay. This is the princess line. This is the side seam. This is the waistline. This is the neckline. This is the shoulder line, shoulder slope. Now you know all these things. And this is the center front. Okay. This is the center front. So we know the line. If you analyze yourself, if you are wearing a kurti with a front opening kurti or a shirt, you can see buttons here, right? So all this, if it is front opening, then all these buttons or whatever it is, hook, zippers, everything will be placed on this center front line. If it is a front opening dress. Okay. if it is front opening. So what if it is a back opening? Then all these will be placed on center back line. Okay, center back line. And in some cases, if you buy a lehenga or a designer wear like a suit and all, salwar suit and all, which is having a lot of embellishments, a lot of stone works and all, if you buy something like that, the opening will be on side seam. Side opening. Okay, the opening will be on side seam. Okay, so while wearing it, we will check whether this is on the exact center front itself. What happens if the while wearing the garment, if the top goes like this, what happens? It's not perfectly constructed, right? Something happened. Maybe while manufacturing this particular top, one side of the pattern was of medium and one was of small. Maybe that might have happened while constructing. Or some other error might have happened while stitching or cutting. This might have happened. So that is garment fit. The center front should be perfect. Side seam should come in the side seam line itself. Shoulder line should be perfect. And if your size is large, your exact size is large, suppose you always wear it is just perfect. Large is just perfect fit for you. What if while going for shopping, you just like this top very much and you just want to buy it. You just want to buy it. Okay. Because of which you bought and large is not available, but medium and small is there. Large is not available, XL is not there, but small and medium is there. So because of your greed, because of your tendency to buy that particular piece, because you liked it very much and you just want it, to be yours. Because of which you decided to buy that medium sized piece, which is unfortunately smaller, right? So what will happen? It is a shirt. It's a shirt, okay. It's a shirt and it's smaller. So what will happen if you wear it? What will happen? What will happen if you wear it? What will happen if you wear it?
It will become tight.
It will become tight, right? And a shirt, of course, it will have a opening in the center front line with buttons, right? So what happens if it is tight? It will pull to the side seams, right? Leaving small openings in between the button. Of course, there is gap in between each button, so it will leave some space. It will be open, like Salman Khan wearing a shirt. Have you observed it? The shirt will be too tight for him. So there will be gap, an opening in between each button. Okay, so it will look just like that. So it should fit perfectly. So yes, so fit refers, oh sorry, I forgot to share. So yes, fit refers to how well a garment conforms to the human, three-dimensional human body. The effect of a stunning design, gorgeous fabric, and exquisite workmanship are minimized if the finished garment does not fit well on the intended wearer. Fit problems may be caused due to careless design, construction, or maybe the result of characteristics of an individual's body. No two bodies are alike, and sometimes even the left and right halves of the same body are not mirror images of each other. Okay, is it clear? Fit. Now you know. Fit, right? So this is the definition of book definition of fit. Elements of fit. Elements of fit. The evaluation of fit is based on 5 classical elements: grains, set, line, balance, ease. So we already know what ease is, right? We already discussed what is ease. Sana, why is your video of Sana? Anna, if you are facing any kind of network issue, please let me know. Otherwise, I want you to keep your videos on. Okay. So, ease. We know what it is, right? So, who wants to tell me? Raina? Ease.
Ease refers to the amount of roominess in the garment.
Roomness in the garment. Yes, as simple as that, right? Roomness in a garment. So, we discussed about, now we will be discussing about different elements of it: grain, set, line, balance, and ease. So what does mean by grain? What does mean by grain? We discussed it in the beginning of this chapter. Grain, grain line. While constructing, while developing a pattern, what all informations will be there on a pattern? What all informations will be written on it, will be drawn on it? Style number will be there, date will be there. We will also mention whether it is a back piece or a front piece, which size it is, which style number will be there to show that which style it belongs to, which collection it belongs to. Yes, center back will be marked, waistline will be marked, dart will be marked, shoulder line, neckline, armhole, side seam, everything will be marked along with grain line. Why it is important to mark grain line? Why is it important to mark grain line? Anna.
Helps to indicate how the pattern should be.
How the pattern should be kept on a fabric, right? So we discussed about different, we can cut it straight, we can cut it diagonally, and we discussed the warp and weft direction. Usually the pattern will be kept parallel to the selvage. Selvage. So if you take a piece of fabric, a neat, good piece of fabric, there will be two edges. Two edges. two edges. One will be, two edges will be the cutted sides with that traveling fabrics over there, yarns over there, cutted side. And two will be really safely secured. And if you touch there, it will be thicker than all the parts. A 1 centimeter area on both the edges, and it will be thick. If you check your the kalamkari bed sheets and all, some will be stitched ones, but if you check the kalamkari bed sheets, it will have selvage in it. If you check a piece of fabric, it will have selvage in it. Okay, I don't know whether Sana's or that shawl will be having it or not. I don't know whether it will have it or not. But these bed sheets and a piece of fabric that you buy for stitching a particular garment will all will have the selvage, and mostly this pattern will be kept parallel to the selvage. Okay. So I will just demonstrate it to you. So while weaving, yarns will be kept like this. Okay. A set of yarns will be set in this way in a hand loom or a loom, whatever it is. A set of yarns will be already set on the loom. Then using a shuttle, another set of yarns will be passed. So this is the weaving process. Okay, like this shuttle will be passed in between these yarns, which is already arranged on the loop. And this is how a fabric is formed. This is the basic weave structure of a fabric. Okay. So selvage is basically this part. Okay, this part. So where the yarns are mostly secure. So that is a selvage. So what about grain line? If this is a pattern of basic bodies. This is a pattern of basic bodies, single darted pattern. Okay, you know what is dart, you know what is basic body. So this is basic body, single darted. Okay, so this is the waistline. Seam allowance will be marked, center front will be marked. Along with this, a line will be marked like this. So this means, this direction means, this simple means it should be kept parallel to the selvage. Okay, straight, parallel to selvage. If the simple is like this, it means it should be cut diagonally. Should be cut diagonally. When it comes to circular skirts and all, those flared circular skirts, mostly it is cut diagonally. For everything else, it is cut straight. Okay. Can you see the screen? Were you able to see the screen, the board?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, good. So that is how it, so in a fabric, so if this is the fabric, this will be the cutted side with threads raveling out. And this will be that selvage. This is the selvage, okay. And the pattern will be kept like this. Okay. And then it will be cut. Is that clear? So grain line. That is what grain line is. Is it clear? Is the concept of grain line clear? Any doubt? Any doubt regarding grain line? So what if, okay, I will show you. Let me demonstrate it to you. So parallel to the cell wedge, if you keep the pattern parallel to cell wedge, suppose this is a piece of fabric and this is the cell wedge. These two are the cell wedge. So it will not be stretchable, much stretchable in this grain line. Okay, if you cut the fabric, keeping the pattern parallel to the cell wedge, the fabric will not be that much stretchable. But if you cut in the opposite direction, perpendicular to the cell wedge, then it will be very stretchy. Very stretchy. So, this is a piece of fabric. Suppose this is a piece of fabric. So one pattern I kept like this. This is the cell wedge, okay. This is the cell wedge. One pattern, one side, right hand side, I kept the pattern, right hand side pattern, I kept it parallel to the cell wedge. And in order to make, in order to avoid much fabric wastage, or in order to save my fabric, I just kept my left hand side pattern. Sorry. Okay, I just kept my left hand side pattern like this. This is my left hand side pattern. Okay, this is perpendicular to the cell wedge. Okay, so what will happen if I cut like this? This side, if it is kept and cut this way, the fabric is not that stretchy. Not stretchy. But if it is like this, it is stretchy. So what will happen to both the side pieces after cutting or after stitching? What will happen to one side and what will happen to the other side? Sana. Just tell me you understood or not, or whether I should explain it again. Or if you understood, just answer my question.
Ma'am, can you explain it again?
Sorry, you are not audible enough, Sana.
Ma'am, can you explain it again?
You want me to explain it from the beginning or just this part?
Just this part.
Just this part, okay. So you can see, okay. You can see me, right? So suppose this is a piece of fabric. This is a piece of fabric. Okay. So these two ends, this margin, you can see the margin here, right? So these are the two cell wedges. These are the two cell wedges. And if this is the pattern, And if you keep this pattern parallel to your selvage, that's how you are supposed to keep it. Okay, parallel to the selvage, until and unless the pattern say to keep it diagonally. Okay, this will be the way you will be keeping the pattern to cut it. Okay, so the fabric like this, it will not be stretchable, much stretching. But in this direction, it will be really stretchable. Okay, it will just stretch. Okay, so usually we will cut the pattern like this, keeping it parallel to your selvage. So the question was, what will, there are two sides, right? Right side will be there, left hand side will be there. What if you keep your right hand side pattern parallel to your selvage and your left hand side pattern perpendicular to your selvage? What will be the difference? That is my question. Yes, Anna. Yes. If it is wrong also, it's just fine. Just try to think. Just connect the points that I just explained. Just try to connect it and try to come up with an answer. What will happen?
It won't be horizontal.
Sorry, you are not audible enough, Sana. Just answer confidently. It's not necessary for you to be right. Okay. Okay. Yes, Sana. Unmute yourself, Sana. You are on mute. Okay. Just connect the points. Whatever I was saying, just connect it.
Like the pattern will be
So one side part, it was cut parallel to the selvage, and the other side part was cut perpendicular to the selvage. So what will be the difference? What will happen if you stitch that particular pieces together into a single garment? What will happen? One side it will be stretchy, one side it will not be. One side it is a perfect. One side it is perfect and the other side it is stretchy. That means while stitching it will leave a lot of wrinkles and improper folds and all. And it will not be comfortable for you to wear. Okay. It will be very difficult to stitch. While stitching it will just stretch, making it unbalanced and all. So it will be very difficult to wear. Sana, you should pay more attention, right? You should be more attentive. Okay. So that is the importance of grain line. So what is set then? We are having class till 12:40. So we will just stop here. Okay. We will discuss all other terms in the next class. So I will be asking you questions in the next class. So I want you to come prepared to answer all my questions. Okay. I want you to read. I want you to understand the concept.